Hello and welcome to Viking Views. I'm Janelle Garcia. Drugs, abandonment, and betrayal are just part of the story of Missouri Valley College guest speaker Tiffany Eyes. Viking Views, James O'Sullivan has the story.
Tiffany Eyes has been a motivational speaker since 2010 and has one reason for doing it.
I call it my daily vitamin. If I can help save one person, I can't save everybody with sharing my story and showing them what drugs can and will do. I just want to help someone.
Eyes had a serious addiction with drugs for almost 15 years, and it took a near-death experience on her 30th birthday to fix it.
I lost both of my legs. Had a heart valve replacement.
Eyes had a stroke that put her in a coma for 2 months and in the hospital for 6 months. She had to learn how to redo everything, including picking up a fork, and she has now been clean for almost 7 years. Eyes does not want anyone to feel sorry for her at all, but rather learn from what she has done.
I don't want them to have to go through what I went through and what I put my family through. I don't want them to do that exact thing. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy at all.
Eyes was in rehab for 1 day and wishes she would have stayed in longer.
Yeah, woulda, coulda, shoulda, we'll never know, but probably, yeah.
I am James O'Sullivan, reporting for Viking Views.
For more information on Eyes, visit her website, tiffanyeyes.com. Nearly 1 in 5 women surveyed said they had been raped or experienced an attempted rape, according to a national sexual violence survey. And 1 in 4 women have been beaten by an intimate partner. Viking Views, Catherine Flores, has more on how self-defense may help women from being attacked.
Women who are physically attacked are usually attacked by someone who is close to them or someone who is involved in their everyday life, according to Campus Security Officer Karen Chevalier. In a lecture given by Karen, body language is key to not be victimized by a predator.
People who show confidence in themselves are 95% less likely to be victims.
When body language fails, desperate times call for desperate measures. Self-defense maneuvers is what Karen taught to the women who attended the meeting.
Picture in my mind, I'm going to do my palm because that's just the way I like to do it. I fold my fingers down because it kind of protects them. I'll go like this. Imagine your hand going through his head.
Every 2 minutes, another American is sexually assaulted. Each year, there are about 237,868 victims of sexual assault. Catherine Flores, Viking Views.
Students wishing to discuss any uncomfortable situation like attempted rape are encouraged to contact Karen Chevalier. Over half of Missouri Valley's enrollment is made up of student athletes. Although some students are here specifically to continue their athletics, the same cannot be said about everyone. Viking Views, Phil Fowler, has a story about a student who has been just as successful on the field as he has in the classroom.
Chase Burgess is one of the 16 students that had the honor of being named one of Missouri Valley's Scholar Athletes this past fall. Burgess, who is in his final semester here at Valley, said that good time management has played a large part in his success both on and off the field. He takes pride in his education and his obligation to be a student before his role as an athlete.
If you're a student athlete, student comes first. So I know education is very important. I've been taught that from my family, from my friends, from seeing other people. So everything that goes into my education.
As a double major in public relations and history, Burgess spends a lot of time in the books. When he's not running, you can likely find him in Murrow Library in front of a computer. Despite his many responsibilities, Burgess has managed to maintain a 3.81 GPA. In addition to being a double major, he is also minoring in mass communication. Like the rest of the students in the Mass Comm department, a majority of his day is spent in Ferguson with various professors. Harry Carroll, who is in charge of the public relations department, said that Burgess' dedication is key to his success.
Of course, he's bright. That helps a lot. And he's extremely dedicated. He wants to succeed. He's got this burning desire to be as good as he can at anything he does, both when he's running and when he's in the classroom.
His dedication to cross country has made him a 3-time all-conference runner. Burgess also helped this year's team become conference champions and earn them a spot to nationals. Whether it's one of the several books he has to read or one of the many miles he has to run, Burgess is proof that student athletes can outshine in both aspects. This is Phil Fowler with the Viking Views.
After graduating this spring, Burgess will continue on with his education at the University of Central Missouri in pursuit of his master's in communication. Grover C. Redford Gymnasium was roaring with excitement as the 5th-ranked Evangel Crusaders came to Marshall last Thursday. Viking Views' Alex Misi has more.
The Vikings came into the game with an upset in mind, but the Crusaders had other plans. The Crusaders got off to a quick 7-point lead just 5 minutes into the game. The Vikings kept it close until late in the first half when Evangel went up by 17 with 3 minutes to go. Sparked by the defensive play of Jonathan Bird, MVC cut the lead to 12 at the half. The second half went in favor of the Crusaders with the help of great shooting as they shot 56%.
Well, obviously, some things really need to work on is still being able to sit down and defend. Evangel does a great job in their motion offense, and they really get the ball moving.
The Vikings were not able to capitalize on open shots as they only shot 29%.
But the positives was I thought offensively we got about every shot that we wanted. We really moved the ball around. We got a lot of inside looks, a lot of inside post touches, so it was just us being able to capitalize offensively.
The Crusaders won the game by a score of 76-59, but the Vikings took some positives from the loss.
Oh, well, I think it shows that every team is good in the conference, and we just can't relax, and we have to communicate more, so we have to build on communication and working hard on defense.
This game puts the Vikings at 10-9 overall and 3-5 in Heart of America Conference play. This is Alex Misi reporting for Viking Views.
The Vikings rebound their loss as they traveled to Baker University and picked up a win Saturday. The win puts Valley at 11-9 overall and 4-5 in conference play. The Missouri Valley men's volleyball team finished 2-1 at its invitational tournament. The Missouri Valley College men's volleyball team hosted the MVC Invitational on Friday, January 24th and Saturday, January 25th. 5 teams were invited to the Invitational. Valley won 2 out of 3 games they played, against Cardinal Stritch University and Lindenwood University, and lost against Warner University.
I feel like we played really well today. This was our first conference match of the year, so coming out and sweeping the team, that's a good start off to conference play. Lindenwood Belleville is the only team that we will see in conference, but we do play Cardinal Stritch again. We play them 2 more times this year, and I think we play Warner even 1 more time.
The volleyball team benefits from playing these teams.
It gives us an idea where they're at, where we're at, what we need to work on, what we need to focus on when we come up against these guys, because we have a battle today against Warner, and that's who we'll see in nationals if we go. We need to be able to execute and work on things we need to do.
Our team goal is to just make it to nationals, because that would be a first for us in like 6 or 7 years. I want us to beat our 21 win record we've had the past 2 years. I want to push that 25 at least.
Personal goals, we have never beaten Park while I've been here. I really want to take them down this year because they're ranked 3rd or 4th, and we're 9th right now.
The Vikings will play in Des Moines, Iowa for the Grandview Tournament on January 31st. For the game schedule, you can go to moval.edu. The Missouri Valley College cheer and dance teams kicked off the season by hosting a competition at the Morrison Gym. Viking Views' Nayla Lawrence has a story.
The Missouri Valley cheer team held the first round of the NAIA cheer competition Saturday, January 25th. They cheered against Culver Stockton, Graceland, and Lindenwood. The Vikings prepared for this competition within only 14 days.
To prepare, we had a long week of changing their routine, changing skills, making them harder, making them easier. And we hit every stunt. We had 1 bobble, and it's actually really proud of ourselves. It's our first competition, but we'll improve.
Today we came in at like 8:30 in the morning, practiced, ran our routines, went over some lifts. When we performed, we felt like we did it. We left all of our energy out on the floor, so we finally did everything that we wanted. So I feel great about it.
I was really nervous in awards, you just never know how the scores are going to fall. But when we came out on top, it's great to bring home a victory, but even better when you're in your home turf and you've got, your supporters here.
This is Nayla Lawrence reporting for Viking Views.
The teams will compete again February 8th in the Burns Gym. That's Viking Views for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Janelle Garcia.